Temple Baptist Church family, this video that we're going to share with you is going to be instructions and also help you to understand what to expect when you arrive at church this Sunday. As you know, we're asking you to stay in your car until 20 minutes prior to the service. And then once you do see that we have opened the doors and you're able to come in, that you would then walk to the drive-under, and there will be a greeter there to meet you. That greeter will take you to one of the X's that is under the drive-under, and they are using proper social distancing, and they will guide you there, and that is where you will stay until you are directed to walk into the worship center. It is perfectly fine for you to say hello and fellowship with one another, but we are going to ask that you maintain social distancing. We're going to have a greeter who is going to be standing at the door, and his responsibility is to make sure that you understand what's to be expected. Once you enter the church building, it will be required that you wear a mask. And so make sure if you don't have a mask, we do have masks for you. We'll provide those for you. But it is important that you wear a mask into the worship center. The greeter is going to be sharing with you which bathrooms are open. The bathrooms are open that are going down the hallway in which the church office is located. And there will only be allowed to have one person in a bathroom at a time. And so that is something that you would need to know. Also, he'll remind you about wearing a mask and making sure that you wear a mask until you arrive at your seat in the worship center. Once you get inside the building, we have someone who will be at the hostess table. You will tell them your name, and they will confirm your registration, and then they will tell you where you're going to be going to seat, and then a greeter will take you into the worship center and guide you to the seat in which you will be sitting in. And so you will need to stay with your greeter, and he will make sure that you get to the correct seat. As you can also tell that when we come in together, we'll have our mask on, and we also have listener bags for children. And so the listener bag will be given to the child. They are free to take everything that is in the listener bag, but once the service is over, we do ask that you return the listener bag so that it can be sanitized. As you can see, the greeter is walking this family into the worship center. We encourage you to say hello and to wave and to make sure that people feel, you share with them how excited you are to see them. But we are going to ask and make sure that you do stay in your seat. If you do get up out of your seat and you go to fellowship with one another, someone will probably direct you to go back, and they'll also direct you to make sure that you have your mask on. Because even though while you're in your chair in the worship center, you can have your mask off, if you get up to go to the bathroom or anything else, you must make sure that you have your mask on. So that's very, very important that you remember. Once the service is over, Pastor Blake will be before us, and he will be guiding us to make sure that we put our mask back on for our exit, and he will have us exit in a very orderly fashion. He will be sharing with us exactly how we should exit. He'll be guiding and telling you exactly what to do. As you exit, there are buckets at the exit doors for your tithes and for your offerings. And we certainly, if you would like to use the buckets to give your tithes and offerings, that would be perfectly fine. We do encourage you to continue to use our online giving portal and also to continue to mail in your checks. But as you leave, if you have offerings, then you should just make sure that you put those in the buckets as you exit the doors on either side of the worship center. Once you have been asked to exit, you will need to go outside. And once you are outside, you are free to fellowship with individuals out there. You do not have to wear your mask when you exit the building. But we do ask that you try to maintain social distancing. And as you can see, this family is returning their listening bag. As you exit, you're free to take your mask off and you're free to fellowship. But as I said, we would appreciate it if you would maintain social distancing. We so look forward to seeing you this coming Sunday. While this may be a little bit awkward, we feel like it is very important that as a church leadership and your pastors, that we make sure that we give you instructions on what to expect and also that you maintain social distancing.